How are y'all, and welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin and today we're going to be playing floor 15 on Luck Be a Landlord yet again. Let's jump right in. We had quite a funny run yesterday, so let's see what today gives us. Okay, we'll take, as always, 3-sided dice, pretty good this early on. And early call, I'm always a big fan of taking that, particularly with the 3-sided dice, meaning we should have no problem making the first rent payment. We could take a shiny pebble to stack luck, and here we could take a dwarf. There's a few essences that really work with dwarf that make them, I think, a lot better. We made the 25 rent payment with 6 left over. Here I think I'll just take a chemical 7, and I'll take, this is worth 1 on average. These are both worth probably 1 on average if I actually pick up a banana or a bear. Maybe a bear, but I'm not that fussed about either, to be honest, so I'll just take the white pepper. And here I will skip these. I think I'm pretty safe. And here I'll take a B. I don't want to do too many skips, so a B is the best of those choices. I'll take a second cat. Maybe we could get a cat's build going on. I'll take a tedium capsule here, mostly for the 5 kinds, but we're most likely going to get commons anyway, so it's not really a big downside. We made the 50 rent payment with 18 left over. Essence capsule is fantastic, and I could pick up Quigley the Wolf. Generally that's pretty good, but here I think I'll pick up Kyle the Kermit. I already have 1 shiny pebble. Maybe we'll pick up a few more. Okay, I'll take a wine. Hopefully it lasts a few turns before the bear gets it. Before the dwarf gets it. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on today. I'll take my 3rd cat. That'll unlock a few essences. And let's pick up, I don't particularly want any of these. Let's skip these. 25 for the next rent payment. Shouldn't be a problem. I'll take a bronze arrow. That's usually a bonus in any kind of run. And we made the 100 rent payment with only 10 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. And we get our first essence. And I think out of these 3, Ninja Mouse is interesting, but I think swapping device is much stronger. I'll take a target there because we do have an arrow, and I'll take a guillotine. Okay, we have 20 symbols already. We could swap these, and I think if I swap these, the wine would be worth 4 and the dwarf would then get 40. The dwarf should get 80 if I'm correct. He is indeed 82. So we might do that a few times just to build up a massive buffer. I don't particularly want any of these. Let's skip. I don't need to swap any symbols. With that giant 82, we'll have no problem making the next rent payment. Let's take a bubble. It's probably better than skipping. Okay, I don't particularly want a coconut half. Let's skip. And let's skip this. Okay, big ore crab. Not a big fan of any of these. And don't need anything here. I could pick up a monkey, but I don't think I need to. Okay, so we didn't get much stronger. We do now have a diamond, which is pretty good. Not a great scaling on that rent payment, but with the dwarf giving us a massive 80, a trick we're probably going to use as often as we can. We did make the 150 rent payment with 65 left over. X-ray machine essence. So this would guarantee, if we could get a big ore and then use this, we'd be guaranteed 2 diamonds, which would be fantastic. Let's take it and let's see if there's some way we can kind of build into that. I'll take a target here, and I will take swapping device is just fantastic. I'm not sure how that works now with the swapping device essence. I don't know which one goes first. So that'll be interesting to find out. Okay, this, oh, it actually shows the item. So this is the swapping device item. So what I can do is I can put this here, and then I'll skip the essence swapping device. But wait a second, it looks like using swapping device actually uses the essence swap. I'll just check, is this correct? Let's put this here. It is 4. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's skip. Let's use the reroll. I could get a key, and let's use the what I want to do is I want to move this so that it'll be doubled. And it was hit by the bronze arrow, that's fantastic. So big 32. Should it not give me more? I'm not sure. So these essences unfortunately do kind of counteract each other, but no matter. Okay, I wouldn't mind picking up another beer or wine or something to work with the dwarf. Let's skip. We shouldn't have any problem. So what we want as well is a big ore and a miner. Let's take this because we do have some empties, so just picking up a bubble. Let's try and save some of our swaps if we can. We don't have any problem. We've already made the 225 rent payment, so we don't need to worry too much. And 25 per turn, so we're not getting a massive amount per turn, but hopefully with a few diamonds that'll change. We made the 225 rent payment with 72 left over, 300 now due in 7 spins. Let's re-roll. A buffing capsule is okay, and okay, cursed katana, x-ray machine, and lockpick. X-ray machine is not actually great. It doesn't synergize very well with geologists. It could give me an amherst is the only thing, but I'll take lockpick. I think that'll probably end up being better. Okay, we may need to use swapping device just to get through this rent payment. Here is a beer. I'll use swapping device on the beer. The best thing would be if the beer and the dwarf were next to each other, and then I think that's the way we want to use our swapping device. So we'll just wait until that happens naturally. Let's skip this. How is our inventory doing? 21 symbols. Let's remove the flower, I guess. Okay, dwarf and beer are not next to each other, so let's skip. 24, 4 spins to get 150, so we need about 60 per, no, we need about 40 per spin. Okay, let's should I put this next to the, no. We lost 2 things. I'll take a wealthy capsule there. Still no luck with the dwarf and the beer. Let's not bother swapping there. Okay, 39 on that symbol. Probably should have swapped the, now I come to think about it, I probably should have swapped the wealthy capsule just to get double the amount of money. Okay, we will leave this. So we do have one more turn in order to get the dwarf and the beer, and they have ended up next to each other. Let's use the swapping device. Hopefully, let's use this again just in case there's something funny going on. 42 for 69, so we made the 307, the 300 rent payment with 7 left over. 375 now due in 8 spins. Okay, Lefty the rabbit is probably, let's take cursed katana. Let's take 5-sided dice, and here dwarven anvil is fantastic actually. Now we can use our dwarf to break our rock if we finally get it. Okay, let's not hold out for the swapping device, and let's just put this where it's most likely to hit the targets. And here is a golem. So what we could use is after 5 spins, the question is, are we going to survive long enough? Okay, if we survive this rent payment and we get all these rocks and we turn some of them into diamonds, we should be okay. The question is, will we do it? Let's put you here. Okay, great hit there with the arrow and the void stone. Let's take a toddler. And where is our arrows? Let's put you here so you can get the diamond and the target. Let's take a milk, and we're going to try and get this milk surrounded by as many cats as possible. There we go. That should give us a nice boost. 60 on that spin. 375 due in 3 spins, so we still need about 60 per spin. How's our inventory doing? 20 symbols. Let's take an anchor. Anchor is already in the corner. I think that's happy enough. Okay, hit the anchor, and now we're going to try and get as many of these rocks with the dwarf as we can. Let's skip this. Okay, if we put the dwarf here, should be able to get 3 diamonds. Okay, will that be enough to save us? 170 in that spin, that was fantastic. Tedium capsule. Let's remove I suppose we can keep these ores, see what they give us. Let's remove the coin. Okay, swapping device. I guess just put you here. Let's get rid of these ores. Another diamond is fantastic. And a white stone. That should be great. 133. We've made the rent payment with 100. So that was the 375 rent payment. We made that with 178 left over. 450 now due in 8 spins. Should not be a problem. I will take Pizza the Cat. And now with the amount of diamonds we have, yeah, we've basically should have won this game. Let's put you here. And what we're looking for now, we'll take a white stone. I guess what we're looking for now is just to kind of cut down on the amount of symbols in the deck, as always by this stage. And I guess that's in the anchor. We'll just put you here so it might get something. With swapping device, this should be an easy win. I will take a billionaire, just remove itself straight away. Put you in the corner. Okay, removal capsule is fantastic. Again, I'll just put you in the corner, I guess. Just as a default. 96 on that spin. I'll take another billionaire and we're back down to 21 symbols. That's fantastic. I will remove the B. And I don't need to do much here. I guess I could have put this in the corner. Would have been the best idea. I could have swapped it. And we'll skip these. We don't need any of these. At this stage, we have enough diamonds that we don't really need to do much. Let's put you here. And finally got rid of our target. 90 on that spin. I'll take a lockbox. It'll just remove itself. Not going to bother swapping anything. So we now have 5 diamonds, if I'm correct. Yeah, doing pretty good. And we can just escape. We pretty much already won this game. We just need a slight amount more scaling, but not very much. We made the 450 rent payment with 397 left over. Rusty gear is fantastic. We can choose which 3 symbols get this. And here I could take a pinata for the toddler. It's not really needed. Let's take it though. It will give us quite a lot of money, and rusty gear just by itself is fantastic. Let's put you here, and now all 5 diamonds give 1.5 times as much, as well as we can make sure they're affected by rusty gear every turn. Let's put you here. Okay, massive 149 already. I'll take a beer for the dwarf. That's great for the toddler. I'll make sure the dwarf eats straight away. Okay, I guess take a white stone, and I'll put you here so we get rid of all these candies straight away. Also, we got the anchor into the corner, which is nice. I'll take a billionaire. I'll just put you here. And 135. Take a present for the toddler, I guess. It's already hitting it straight away. Put you here, and these will all get doubled. So massive 54 from these. Alright, I'm not entirely sure how that worked. Let's, as always, put you here. 54 from the ones in the middle. Let's take another present for the toddler. Hitting it straight away, that's great. We could move to diamonds, but at this stage, I've already pretty much won, so it's nothing really I need to worry about. We'll take a lockbox. Let's put you here. We're just moving the diamonds around so we get the most diamonds next to each other. We made the 600 rent payment with 1,318 left over. 650 now due in 9 spins. We could take a beehive. We have removed the bee though, so it's not great. Let's take a reroll. We don't want any of these choices. And the frozen fossil, always good, but not what we want. I guess we could take a egg carton. Let's use the removal and let's get rid of, I suppose, the anchor really. It's kind of the worst symbol. I'll just put you here with these diamonds. Unfortunately, you can't swap a symbol and an empty as far as I'm aware. So I couldn't put all the diamonds together. Put you here in the middle of these diamonds though. With swapping device. So this run came pretty close to losing. But luckily with swapping device and with the dwarf beer, being able to swap dwarf beer and getting them both doubled, it didn't bother. It's a bit unfortunate that the way swapping device works, swapping device essence and swapping device works, is that if you use the If you use the swap for the swapping device item, it also affects the swapping device essence, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't know if that's intended or just like kind of an unintended consequence. Not that it really matters. I mean, what are the chances you'll have both items? So it's a very niche case scenario, but unfortunately it did. Well, I say unfortunately, I'm still going to win this run, so it didn't affect the run, but I guess it could have been annoying. All it meant was that we used up our swapping device essence a lot faster than I probably would have. If I'd been able to save it, I just would have used it on swapping dwarfs and beers probably, because that gives you the most benefit. Let's just put you here, we might get the target. Well, at this stage, 158 per spin. We made the 650 rent pound with 2036 left over. Here is a Quigley the Wolf essence. Tax evasion, I think, as an essence is one of the worst. If a symbol would take coins, it takes 25 coins less, destroys itself afterwards. I don't really see when this is useful. Okay, let's take the sunglasses essence. That's probably the best. And here we could take Mrs. Fruit. We should be able to grow up to a fairly large number. Oil can, I've said before in one of my previous videos, it's just a very annoying item. I don't like taking it. Let's take instead lime pepper, I guess. And now we can try and grow Mrs. Fruit as big as possible. Just give us something to do. I could take a rabbit. Don't particularly want any of these. Let's skip. Again, as always, we'll just get as many diamonds as we can together. Okay, coconut for Mrs. Fruit is fantastic. Let's put the coconut next to the Mrs. Fruit. Okay, again, hustling capsule I guess is better than a skip. I'll just put you here. 3 diamonds in a row and the Mrs. Fruit. Pretty good. 135. I'll skip all this. Just skip. I guess I should probably move the diamonds. Okay, let's skip all this. I'll put you here, I guess. And I'll take a peach for Mrs. Fruit. Put the peach here. Okay, I'll take a tedium capsule. And here we get all 5 diamonds in one place. That's great. We don't particularly need a pearl. We don't need a big ore either. Let's just not bother swapping anything. Okay, I'll take another coconut for Mrs. Fruit. It's actually in a great place for her. 100 on that spin. We made the 700 rent pound with 2,719 left over. 777 now due in 10 spins. I don't want any of these. I don't want anything here either. Cardboard box is fantastic. It'll just allow me to curate my run really well. And at this stage, I think I'll remove this pearl. And Mrs. Fruit is already getting the coconut, so there's nothing we need to do. And here we could take another shiny pebble. It'd be worth 2, but we don't particularly need to, so we won't bother. And again, here we could take a shiny pebble, but we don't need to. And I'll take a wine for the dwarf, eating it up straight away. Let's put you here. Hoping it might hit the... Actually, I probably should have put it here, so it might hit them both in a line. I could take a geologist, sure. I think geologist eats faster than Mrs. Fruit. And let's take a sapphire for the geologist. Where are you? Oh, there goes our shiny pebble as well. Okay, let's skip this. Did I pick up? I did actually pick up egg carton, so I probably should have taken that. Let's get rid of the 3-sided dice. Don't need to swap anything. And here we could take a banana for Mrs. Fruit. We might pick up a teeth to get rid of the banana peel. We'll take an egg for the egg carton. Okay, 107. I'll take another egg for the egg carton. And we have made the 777 rent payment with 3,390 left over. So a very quick run. We took a very early swapping device, and that enabled us to get some huge multipliers on a wine and a dwarf, and then a beer with a dwarf to kind of save the run. And then we got this X-ray machine essence, which we tried to really roll into, and luckily we got to dwarf and dwarven anvil, so we were able to get a bunch of diamonds, and that really, yeah, that saved the run. I think we were 7 short after rent, and this got us like the first spin that all the diamonds broke. We had 160 or something, so yeah, without that we probably would have lost this. But on the other hand, I really did try and lean into getting that, so if I hadn't been so focused on that, we may have been able to do the run another way. But a very good run, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe to see more every day, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the run. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and cheers for now.